Hello to all my bonsai friends on YouTube. It's Lee with Lee's Trees. And today we're going to work on this Portulacaria Afra. And this was another cutting taken from the big tree that I have that I got from Weigert's down in Florida. And it actually had almost like a couple of different tops in it. It was, splitting up like so. So this is one of the tops I removed from it. So we're just going to give it a little trim up today. It's in just a, a regular manufactured pot. It is a Japanese pot, I believe, but anyway. So we do have a branch way in here going straight up that I know we don't really need. And let's see, which of those two do we take off? We should probably let it go that way. We'll cut that one there. And that one's going straight up, so we'll take that back to there. Okay. This other branch coming straight at me right there. And this one's sort of blocking out that. I've actually been waiting, hoping to get something to come out back here. I might end up putting a tiny piece of wire on this to give me sort of a backwards branch back there. Anyway, let's get back to... I've had this under my grow lights here indoors all winter, so you can see it's gotten a little leggy in a few spots. I had one light burn out on me, so I think that was from where it was reaching to struggle for light. Okay, so we have that branch way in there. We can take off. We're just going to cut all these back to one set of leaves. That one. See, I've already cut it right there. Okay, so I think take that off. The truth is that whole branch could probably go. I don't have a piece of paper or anything. Let me grab something. And we're back. Alright, so if we slide that in there, yeah, I think that whole branch could go. So, as everyone, Nigel would say, big cut. At least for that little tree, it's a big cut. I don't think I really need that little leaf right there. Okay, so now let's come over to the right side here. Obviously, this is going to be my front. And we don't need this piece going down. And that one's going straight up. Let's see, we can actually probably shift that over to the right a little bit more. Okay. So that's, you know what? I'm going to take that whole branch off too. Let's see what that looks like. That actually does look better. Opens it up a little bit. Don't really need that. Oh. Or that. Okay. Now work our way up here. So we'll take off this inner one and let it grow out. I'll let those two grow out a little bit there. We trimmed them already. So again, we're having two different leaders come up here, or three it looks like. So I might actually opt for the little one. And I know we're going to have to reduce this other piece back, but just because that's sort of going to bring it back that way. So let me come in there. See, now that's going to start to grow back this way, back at us. We don't need that little branch growing into the center. And let's see if we can, let's see. You know what, we're just going to take this whole one back to there. And see what develops out that way. Maybe we will cut that. I hope my arm hasn't been in the way of the camera too bad. Oh, I got one little leaf, looks like it got bent down. Okay. So now we just have this guy in the back here. And so actually, if we were to get him to sprout out a couple of more branches right there, that would actually fill in kind of nice. All right. And then we can wire those when they fill in. That's it. Like a lot of them, it's a work in progress. All right. Quick and easy. And actually took off quite a bit there on our Carnage cam. I'm not sure if it's Blue Jay Bonsai or the Nigel Saunders Bonsai Zone Carnage cam, but that's what we removed. Okay, so it's a couple of days after we gave this tree a trim, and I've been looking at it, and especially this front piece here and how it's sticking up and hiding the main trunk in the back, as well as hiding how this is sort of, you know, like our little secondary branch area there. Even though I know that that one's a little bit thicker than that one, but, you know, can't do much about that. So I decided we're just going to go ahead and take that off there, sort of clean up that nub a little, and there's a little thing in the back there. And yes, this piece here is sort of a little bit of an eye poker, but I'm okay with that for the moment to give it more of that three-dimensional look. But I definitely think getting that one out of the way, open that up and makes it look better. Thank you.